The following program is rated TVMA. What you're about to watch contains explicit language, adult themes, violence, and may not be suitable for viewers under 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. You can activate parental controls from yada, 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 yada. Let's count them down, shall we? And here we are. Let's cue my music, shall we? Yes. That's me. That's my music. Wait for the accordion. Wait for the accordion. Wepa! That's right. Were you expecting somebody else? Were you expecting somebody else like a Warren, a Buzzing with Warren, or American Prodigy, or whatever he wants to call himself? No, 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 no. You see, this little end of year show, it ends with me. You see, Warren, you got in my business. I told you not to go to the venue at McClenny, Florida, DCCW. So you mess with my baby. Now I mess with your baby, which is your little podcast, okay? Which I'm assuming nobody watches. I'm not even worried about, you know, any kind of foul language or anything that might get me canceled because nobody's watching this, okay? Because you're not even good at that. You haven't wrestled in 6 years, and now you're a podcaster that nobody watches, okay? All right, so you spoil my wrestling, I spoil your podcast. That's what we do here. So tonight we're going to be talking about many things, a lot of things. But most of all, we're going to be talking about how Warren, you don't deserve to call me out. You don't. You say you're probably right now on your keyboard trying to log in. I I wish I was a fly in the wall just to see your face, huh? With the frustration and the panic because you can't log into your account. Okay, this is live and you just got to watch it. You just got to take it, Warren. American Prodigy. You just got to take it. Okay? That's what I do. I give it and you take it. See, it helps knowing people in the deep in the dark web. It does help. And honestly, it didn't really take that long. And it wasn't really that much expensive. So kudos. Kudos for the deep and dark web. Huh? So look, already the production value on your podcast has skyrocketed. See, we have a ring light. Okay, let me tell you how you do your show. All right, let's do that real quick. We have a lot of things to cover because it's my show today. But automatically, we have the nice logos. Okay, not that whatever you have, whatever chicken scratch came up with yours. Look at my logo. Okay, it was done by professionals. All right, you got the El Nino right up in the upper right hand corner. You have the "You will subscribe" on the background. Now we have the ring light. Okay, the ring lights are good, so you're not flat. You see, I'm what they call multidimensional. You see, I not only do professional wrestling, but I'm also an actor. Okay, I'm also in production. I'm also a soccer player. Well, football. I refuse to call it soccer. It is football. I'm a football player. So basically what I'm trying to say is a lot of those skills are transferable. Okay, you were a hack wrestler, which there was no skills to be transferred into your podcast, which is why when we look on your footage, very much flat, there's no lighting. And look, you see this? This is a microphone. Okay. This cancels out other audio. See, you don't have a microphone. See that, which is why you could hear everything. Everything. You're just talking to your webcam like an amateur, like an animal. Who raised you, huh? Who raised you to have a podcast without a microphone? Without a microphone, that's insane. That's insanity, sir. Which is another reason why you shouldn't be calling out moi. Okay, I've been in the business for 4 years. Okay, and I've accomplished a lot more. But we'll get into that in a moment. But believe it or not, I have a first guest. That's right. You see, I know, see, Warren, unlike you, I know how to block my time when it comes to podcasts because I am what they call a professional. I am a professional in this business. So let's get started. My first guest debuted in December at DCCW when he faced Foxman X. His name is Jules or Jewels Bradley. And there he is.
What the? Come on, man. Dude, I was about to win my freaking Mario Kart race. What are you doing? How did you hack into my Nintendo Switch?
It's what I do. It's what I do. So now that we have
Oh
you
my
on
goodness.
here, and I'm pretty sure you've lost whatever game you were playing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The World Cup's going to have to wait till next year, but you wouldn't know anything about that.
Right. So you were an unexpected guest, which is why I had a hack. But here's the thing. Jules Bradley, you had your match with Foxman X. How did that go? Why don't you let the people know, how did that go?
I mean, about as well as I could expect it to. Fox is a good competitor, and I wasn't able to prepare for him, which, by any means, that's no excuse. But, he had a lot to prove. I know that he's been on a little bit of a quote unquote losing streak there. And, all the props to that man. I'm glad he was able to pull out the W, unfortunately, even if it was over me. But that doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Of course it matters. You understand that pro wrestling is a prize fighting sport. The winner reaps the spoils. See, you made in my opinion, in my humble opinion, see, you made a rookie mistake. I saw the match. It's online. Okay. You go look up DCCW. It's online. All right. You made the rookie mistake, which was you weren't on top of him. You try. I'll give you this. Beautiful moonsault. Okay. Probably the best I've seen in a long time. Now, don't take it to heart because I hate you and I hate your brother-in-law, Max Dobson. I hate all of you. Okay. But that was a nice moonsault, and I'll give credit where credit is due.
You better.
But you missed. It was pretty until you didn't hit it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, maybe I made the mistake of thinking I could put Foxman away that quickly. Next time, I'll spend a little more time on my opponent, no matter who it is. So be it the JJ Coward or anyone else.
Well, wait.
Maybe even you, Nino. We don't know.
Wait, did you just wait? Let's back it up. Did you just call JJ Dillinger a coward?
Where was he? Where was he? He was supposed to be my opponent, and he didn't show up. I was there. Well, I was ready to make a shining example. Like I said, like I told you guys in all my promos, I was there to do what I said I was going to do. My opponent, on the other hand, was not. But that's neither here nor there. I'm looking forward to the future and whoever is to come up next. Like I said, I'm not going to make the mistake of just preparing for one opponent. So it doesn't matter who it's against. I plan on walking away with a W, and I plan on spending a little more time showing what I can do in that ring.
Well, you have a lot of work to do, Jules, or Jewels. How is it pronounced?
It's Jules.
Okay, so it is Jules.
Yeah.
Like jewelry.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going with?
Like fancy rocks.
Like a diamond in the rough. You just want to
like
be discovered.
Shiny. Yeah. You're picking up what I'm laying down.
Okay. I catch your metaphors. But you catching losses. And I believe that's the moral of this story. Okay? You did good until you didn't. So, are you done? Is that it? Or do you have any other matches? Or what else is going on? Well, who's your next opponent? Do you even know?
You already know that I will be at DCCW anytime those doors are open. Whether I'm on the card or not, I'm at that company. So February 11th, I'll be there. And yes, I'm on the card. I don't know who my opponent is yet. It doesn't matter. We'll get to that. I hope to see you there
Oh no,
for
you won't
whatever
see.
reason.
No, you won't see me. You see, I go where the people that win go. You know, I have my own dressing room. I have the name like it's in a star. You know how they do the
Yeah, I
star.
just meant I hope to see your loss as well. Didn't you lose at the last show as well? Didn't Big Man Nation take you out?
Look,
Didn't
that's
Nick brutal in you? You know,
first of
isn't
all,
the problem, El Nino, that you can't stand on your own two legs? You need Dylan to do it for you. Isn't that the problem?
first of all, I'm the one that I'm the one hosting. All right, I took the time to hack into this. Okay, a little
Well,
respect.
then I'm going to take the time to ask some questions of my own. It's my Nintendo Switch.
First of all, who has Nintendo Switches anymore? Okay, isn't that like a Game Boy? Nobody does that anymore. Like, what do you mean? And then secondly, look, Dylan Wheel Incorporated. Whatever happened with Big Band Nation, they cheated. Obviously, they used chairs. From my recollection, they pulled tights. That's what they did with Nick. They are dirty. DWI, we're clean. We like we are professional wrestlers. We're technicians. We do things right. Okay. We do
Sure
things
you
right.
do. Oh yeah, yeah.
The
I've
footage
seen the
speaks for
tape.
itself.
I've
Footage.
seen the tapes. Yeah, the footage speaks for itself. Everyone knows how you guys wrestle. The D in DWI stands for dirty wrestling.
That's not what it stands for.
That's what
Okay,
it stands for.
Jewels. That's not what it's. You know what? I don't have to take this.
Only Prince can call me that.
All right. You know what? I'll give you the last word, and then I'm done with you. I'm done.
All right. Everybody, I appreciate you guys coming out to see me at the last show. Coming up February 11th. Come watch me make another wrestling debut at DCCW. I don't know who my opponent's going to be. It's at the Baker County Fairgrounds. Doors open at 6. Bell time's at 6:30. Anything else?
That's it. I hope you lose again, Jules Bradley. I hope that diamond in the rough. I hope you stay rough. I hope you stay rough for the rest of your life and you never get cleaned and you never shine. That's what I hope. Good day, Jules Bradley. Good day. See, why do I have to take this? Okay, why do I have to take this? I bring him on. I hack into his Nintendo Switch. Who plays with Nintendo Switches anymore? Seriously, why? Why? And then I get treated this way. Like I'm trying. I'm just asking. I'm the one that asks questions. Me. I have the microphone. I have the earpiece. Like, what are we doing right now? I got the banner and the logo. I ask the questions. It's not how it works. But anyways, that was Jules Bradley. Catch him losing February 11th. And I hope, oh my God, I hope it's JJ Dillinger. He doesn't even understand. Like, why? If anybody knows anything about wrestling, you don't mess with JJ Dillinger. He's out of his mind. Okay. I don't mess with crazy. Okay. I'll mess with tough. I'll mess with technical. I'll mess with dirty, but I don't mess with crazy. JJ Dillinger is crazy. Okay. Moving on. So, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you see, Warren, what all comes back down to is how the American prodigy ain't nothing. Okay. It all comes back down to how dare you? How dare you call me out? How dare you? How dare you call me? You see, little trivia for you. Okay. You see, American prodigy Warren, I'll keep naming you both names in different orders. Okay. That's what I'll do because I don't respect it. I don't respect it. You see, you've been around for my understanding, if I have my notes in order, you've been doing this for about 10, 12 years, a decade, right? Yeah, you've been doing this for a decade. And then 6 of those years, you've been gone. Okay. Gone. I've been only doing this. See, October 5th, 2023 is going to be my 5th year. Just my 5th year. I'm a baby. In the grand scheme of things, I'm a baby. Okay. I get burped. All right. And I need my bottle 3 times a day because I'm a baby in this industry 4 years. But what I've done in this business in 4 years is incomprehensible. And I'll explain why. I started 2018, October 5th, DCCW against the Ghetto Superstar, which is why I hate him and which is why I will always hate him. It was in October, my first match. And boy, was it a first match. I learned a lot of lessons that day. But before I even stepped foot, well, actually, a little bit afterwards, you see, and this doesn't happen to any wrestler. There's wrestlers that go on for 10, 12 years, whatever the case may be, never have a title, not a tag team, not a mid card title, not a head, certainly not a heavyweight title, nothing. No, they're just there. Okay, you're just another Joe Schmo. I, on the other hand, American Prodigy, Warren, American Prodigy, I've done something that you haven't done. Okay? Okay, let's start off. Timeline 2018. Rookie of the year. Rookie of the year. Look at this. I have proof when I talk. Look at this. It's all nice and shiny. Huh? El Nino. Says it right there. Yeah. Rookie of the year by the kings and queens of professional wrestling. That's right. That was my first year, rookie of the year. I won my first title. 2019. 2019. We're going to put up the graphics now. The graphics will be put on by me. If I could find it. 2019. Point is, real quick, while I scramble in this mess that you have, Warren. No organization. This, I don't know how you even survived in this podcast. Look at this. We've been on for 20 minutes and I only see 4 people. This is what I mean. But already with me, that's probably 4 more people that you ever do. So 2018 Rookie of the Year. Okay. First belt. 2019, the following year. Okay. Check this out. Ooh, look at this. This is like magic. Are you ready? You ready for the magic? Boom. 2019. That's Alejandro Bravo. I am a tag team champion at Daytona at a promotion called Go Wrestle. 2019 already a tag team champion. Now, from this photo, obviously, Alejandro Bravo, you know, one of the best. He was trained by New Jack. Okay, that New Jack from ECW. You know, I learned a lot from him. Okay. And we melded good. The chemistry was good. And you know who we beat? Do you know who we beat that year? We beat Task Force. And if anybody knows anything about indie wrestling, Task Force was one of the best teams in the independent professional circuit. The team of Mikey Spandex and DMC, Dante Marquise Carter. Which, by the way, if I recall correctly, I'm the one that pinned DMC to win the championship. So, Warren, American Prodigy. 2018, I win my first title, Rookie of the Year. 2019, I'm a tag team champion. You see where I'm going with this? And you're calling me out? You're calling me out. Look at this. I showered for this. I don't even know why I did all this. 4 views. And then who angry faced me? First of all, that's my gimmick. Wow, of course, Jules Bradley. I hope you get JJ Dillon. I hope he comes in and rips your face off. That's what I hope. How dare you angry face me? That's me. See, I literally have a logo. That's me. You don't use the angry face. So 2019, I'm the tag team champion. Now, more pictures. You ready for more pictures? I think 2020, the year of the COVID. I win. Look at that face. Look at that mug. I am a 2-time champion. This is 2020. I am the AIWF Southern Heavyweight Champion. Now, what that means is that I wasn't just a champion of a single promotion. No. Because that's tacky. That is tacky. No. I am literally a champion of a whole territory, meaning within that AIWF territory, I was the champion of over 22 promotions that I went to. I went to North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Arkansas, Georgia, parts of Florida, Texas. I defended that title and I won each and every time. I was a regional champion. Regional, look at it. Look at it. That was 2020, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll get back to that. Let's see if we could have another guest. Actually, you know what? Let's we have one available right now. This is Tim Harrell. Tim Harrell. He is a jujitsu um, dojo master. I believe that's the correct term. And he owes me money because his techniques didn't work. Okay. Maybe one. I think I tried the figure four. I think he might have taught me that one. Or was it the ankle lock? Either way, something didn't work. And he owes me money, but he might say otherwise. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a Tim Harrell.
Thank you. Thank you for I was backstage. Am I muted now or can you hear me?
Oh no, you're
You can hear
very
me.
much. I could
Okay.
definitely hear you. I don't know about needed, but Tim Harrell, go ahead, please.
Okay, let me get back center of and I you kind of boxed me in. I didn't know we were going to talk about money tonight. I did train you the figure four. I invented that, and you used that, and you won. And the ankle lock. We'll talk about that another time. Another time. But yeah, I'm excited to be on the podcast. Yeah. We don't. I would never make someone call me a master. You know, that's very egotistical. The way we pronounce it is mastre. So yeah. But
Master,
thank you.
is there an accent over the e
Yeah.
or, or or how's that pronounced? Mastre.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well then. So you tell us a little bit more about. Okay. So you're a jujitsu master. You train people. Tell us what that world's about.
Um, it's well, I got in, and the whole reason I'm still on podcasts like this, I got into martial arts through jiu-jitsu when I was 11, and it was because of wrestling. I was growing up in North Carolina. I'm watching like freaking ravishing Rick Rude and Ric Flair and stuff, and I'm trying to do these submission locks to like my brother, and my dad's like, "Man, you're gonna get hurt. We're gonna have to put you in a class, you know." But when you're 11, living in North Carolina in the 90s, there's no wrestling. You know, it's judo, jujitsu, karate, and stuff. So that's
Right.
what I got into, and I did martial arts. I did taekwondo and jujitsu all the way to high school. Went to the military, did it on the all army team, taekwondo all army, and
Right.
taught combatives and stuff, and got out of the army. And after I got out of the army, I competed several times for to raise money for PTSD. As a matter of fact, this February, February 18th, I'm competing in Wilmington at the beach for tap out human trafficking, where it's going to be real jujitsu super
Wait.
fights.
Wait.
But
You're doing jujitsu against people that have been human trafficked. Isn't that unfair?
I'm I don't know the exact rule set of it. You know, I don't know if they're willing to be, you know, opponents, or if they got like forced into. I don't know, but
So
I'm
if you
tapping
beat
them out.
them,
Yeah,
so if you beat them, they get trafficked again, or what? What's the deal?
I mean, you're gonna once again you're boxing me in the hole. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of, you know, that's their contract. That's how
Okay.
they sign it. And you know, you of all people should know. You know, you got to read the fine print. You know, so I don't
Especially with
know.
you. Especially with you, I got to read the fine print. Okay. Especially with you.
Yeah, it's all about
I
details,
had
and that's
Dylan read it, and he can't read apparently.
look, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to like belittle the narrator, but it's all about details and contracts and in jujitsu. You know, I show you a move and I show you all these details, and you try to go from apples to oranges before you go, you know, tangerine in the middle. I mean, what am I a guest on this podcast for today? If you don't
What?
mind,
What are you the get? What? Say that again.
what am I speaking about today? What
I
did you
think you
bring me
were.
on for?
Well, I think you were speaking just fine. Well, honestly, I was trying to get my money back. So
On the
backstory real
podcast,
quick. So
on the
backstory real.
podcast, on the
What's that?
podcast. On the podcast. You're trying to get your money back on the
I'm trying to
podcast.
get my money on the pot.
So this is like okay,
So put your cash app up,
okay. So
and
I'm gonna, you know, get centered back up again. Okay, so if you're watching this podcast and you've seen El Nino fight, uh, and he's talking about how he's worked his way up. He went from a junior heavyweight champion to a real deal heavyweight champion, all that. But chronologically, and that's Americano for in order. Chronologically, he didn't start you. El Nino didn't start reaping havoc until he learns jujitsu from me. So I mean, like,
look, you taught me a couple things, but a lot of the stuff that you promised, okay, kind of backfired. So, and it did say in the contract, if I remember correctly, that they are refunds, and I want my refund. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, that's all I'm really asking for. I mean, you're a respected jujitsu master.
I'm
You know
very
your stuff.
respected. I'm very
But I feel like I got
respected.
taken. That's what I feel like. I feel like you know what I feel like. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what I feel like. Okay, let me tell you what I feel like. Mr. Tim Harrell. I'll tell you exactly what I feel like.
Hold
I
on
feel
a
like you
second.
always
Hold on one
wanted to be a
second.
pro.
Hold on one second if you don't mind. You about to get out of here, bro? All right, Floyd. All right, my boy Floyd Mayweather. He was eating dinner with me, working out. Hold on. All right, see you later, Floyd. Hey, don't worry about. Hey, I'm talking to this cat right now. Floyd always pays me money, but
You're
all right, go
lying.
ahead.
You see, and that's exactly what you did with me. You said you knew this guy and that guy and this and that and the other. And you know what? I never seen him. I never seen him. It was just false promises. You know what I think?
Hold
Let
on
me
a
tell
second.
you.
I had a little get together. Hold on before this podcast. You hit me up. Hey, Logan. Hey, I'll see you later. Hey, tell your brother Jake to come hang out next time. For real, bro. I know he's mad because I choked up. Hey, we boys though. I'll see you later. All right, go ahead. What were you saying? I didn't know we were going to do this podcast right now, so I was having to get together. Go ahead. My
Wait,
boys over there.
wait, who else is out there?
The lights are out now. Jake just left.
You talking about Jake Logan and
Yeah, the
Floyd?
little
So
Floyd Mayweather.
You saw Jake Logan and Floyd Mayweather were
Yeah,
just
Floyd
eating,
lives across the
just
street from
eating.
me. No big deal. He lives across the street from me. Floyd lives across the street from me.
See? See, it's this carny stuff. It's this carny stuff. I want my money back, Tim Harrell. I want it. I'll DM you my cash app. Or I'll sue you, Tim Harrell. You haven't heard the last of me, and I'm done. I'm done. Jeez, you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, Tim Harrell, he knows his stuff. All right, he knows his stuff, but he sold me a dream. All right, I wanted to be more technical. And it didn't play out that way. Actually, let me see if I can get him back on. Tim. Timmy boy. You know what? That was rude of me. I won't go down to that level. Okay? I'll give you the last word. Go ahead.
All right, let me step off this balcony. I'm having a fiesta. Is
Who is
what
that?
they call
Is
it.
that Cher?
I got
Is
a
that
big
Jennifer
party.
Lopez too? Is that who's in that party?
Jenny, hey, is Jenny still here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's still here, but no big deal. Okay, so here's what I'm saying to you, to the entire indie wrestling community, to the strong style community, to the jiu-jitsu community.
Okay.
If you don't think I know my stuff, put your money where my mouth is.
All right. I don't know. I don't want to catch whatever you're coughing up. And then you take that money, all right, and then you sanitize it and you give it to me because you owe me money and I want my refund. I didn't learn nothing and you didn't teach me nothing, Tim Harrell. Tim Harrell, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, moving on, and now we're back. We have two more guests because I run a proper show, unlike the American Prodigy Warren. Okay, I hacked into your account. You're not gonna have your little end of year bogus, a bunch of video packages of people nobody cares about. Okay, and nobody cares about. I mean, there's really no other way of saying it. So before we move on, let's go right back to what I was talking about at the beginning. Okay, American Prodigy Warren. How dare you call me out? Okay, I'm dangerous. I'm a dangerous man. 2018 Rookie of the Year. 2019 Tag Team Champion with Alejandro Bravo. 2020 AIWF Champion. 2021. Ooh, more pictures. Let's go for more magic. Wait, hold on. Oh, no. So 2021 Champions with Dante the Dragon Steel. Yes, Dante, that Dante. Champions again. So I'm a two-time tag team champion year after year. And then finally, my latest acquisition, which didn't end as I hopefully planned, I was the champion at Palatka LCCW every year from 2018, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 20. Every year I was a champion. Do you understand, Warren? Do you understand how your 6 years of being laid off, the arrogance, the ignorance of you even thinking you would come at me like that? And plus, I have DWI, Dylan Will Incorporated. I have the I have the brutality, no pun intended, of a Nick Brutal. He'll just tear you apart. Have you seen him? He will tear you apart. All being mastermind by Dylan Wheeler. And you're coming at me with a mask, thinking you could just take over? I don't get it. Honestly, I just don't. I don't get it. All right. So let's move on to our other guest. My favorite guy has my back. I have his. He goes by the name member of the DWI Dylan Will Incorporated, original member, probably I would say the muscle of the group. Okay, he is a Nick Brutal. Let's get him in here, and there he is. Hello, Mr. Nick Brutal. How are you tonight?
Come on, Nino. You know this by now. Every day that I'm me is awesome. Come on.
That's right. You know what? I don't know if anybody said I like the beard. You didn't have it at the
Thank you.
beginning of the year. You grew it, and somehow when you grew that beard, like things started happening. I don't know if that was a coincidence or what, but things started happening for you and DWI.
Hey, I know everybody says new year, new look. Figured I'd try something different. And who knows? I might even vary this up. I mean, this is, most magnificent if I do say so myself. But in some cases, change is good. It's how we keep growing. It's how we keep moving forward. Just like
right.
DWI is going to be moving forward in 2023.
That's right. That's right. And it's unfortunate how it all ended. The last match at DCCW with the Big Man Nation. How I loathe the Big Man Nation. Any thoughts? Because I'm still trying to get myself together as to what happened. Because this is not over. This will never be over.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, those chumps ain't think just because they got a fluke victory on us that we're just going to tuck tail and run. Yeah, they obviously haven't learned a damn thing. Now, as you know, when you're as in demand as I am, as I've stated before,
right? Totally.
Everybody
agree.
wants a piece of you. So, with that said, as some of you may or may not have heard, next event, February the 11th, it's a Saturday.
Yes.
You know, as much as I would love to pound the stuffing out of those fat asses in Big Man Nation.
They are fat. They really are fat.
I mean, they'll tell you that they're big boned or whatever, but I mean, that's just a thing fat people tell themselves to feel better.
Right.
But in any case, as much as I'd love to join you there, I have some business I got to handle up north because I have.
What do you got up north?
Well, so down here, obviously, you know, I got DWI, and we're running roughshod over DCCW.
Okay.
But for me, this whole journey of professional wrestling started in a little town called Mansfield, Ohio, at the American States Wrestling Alliance, ASWA.
Okay. This is your origin story. This is your beginnings.
Something like that, I guess. Sure.
Okay.
So now, when I started out up there, I, of course, had the good fortune of making the proper connections and aligned myself with the elite group up there, a group of gentlemen known as the Status Symbols.
I like that name. Has a nice ring to it.
Of course, so does money, so does winning. And that's exactly what we do, and that's exactly what we have. And we got the gold to prove it. My boys Random Pain and the Bouncer up there are the current ASWA Tag Team Champions,
Okay.
and we're just getting started.
So y'all tag team champions up there. See, that's what I want for DWI down here. But yeah, you gotta take care of business. No, I understand. Don't worry about it.
So
Dylan
I
always has
got
a trick up his sleeve.
yeah. So and actually, I've been meaning to talk to you about that, Nino. Now,
Right.
I know that right now our numbers are not exactly what we'd like them to be. We've
Right.
had some little bit of turnover, I guess you could say. Which any organization, this kind of thing happens from time to time. But what I don't want is for you to think that you're just going to be sitting there high and dry against the Diabetes Brothers come February. So
Right.
while nothing's set in stone, I just want you to know that Dylan and I, we've been talking, we've been making some phone calls, and even though I'm not going to be there, we're working on a little something for you. Think of it as potentially a plan B, I guess. Maybe a little bit of a surprise for you, and definitely a big surprise for Fat Boy Nation.
Ooh, I love
Again-
surprises.
Again, nothing's set in stone. We're still hammering out some details,
Okay.
but I just want you to know that we're working on it.
You know what? I absolutely love the sound of that. But either way, you take care of business with your boys up there. Keep collecting gold because that raises our stock. If you're on top, we're on top. So that's what I
Absolutely.
like.
And I've already told the guys about you. They're dying to meet you, and hopefully we can make some arrangements to get some of them to make a trip down here, show them how we do things in the South.
You know what? I'd be very interested to see how people in Ohio do it. If they came over here, it would be a force to be reckoned with. A force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. There would be no stopping us. DWI, status symbols, we would run wrestling, period.
Oh my God. No stopping us. Nick Brutal, I'll give you the last word. What else you want? This public, the so-called public, what do you got to say to them? Leaving 2022.
Well, personally, I don't really give a damn what any of these Trump saints think of us, because as long as we keep winning, as long as we keep getting paid, as long as we keep running things, those are the only things that matter to me. The only resolution I have is I resolve to be more brutal come 2023, win more gold, and make more money.
That sounds like
be an even more dominant force in professional wrestling. Up in Ohio, down in Florida, it doesn't matter to me. Status symbols and DWI, we're wrecking shop. We're taking over because that's what we do. We're going to keep on raising our status, crippling in the competition, and all those chump stains, their hopes and dreams are all going to come to a brutal end.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, you've had the pleasure of witnessing Nick Brutal. I couldn't have said it better myself. Nick Brutal, he's peaking, he's bubbling. I could feel it. When you're with somebody, there's an aura, there's an energy. Nick Brutal, I don't know if it's the beard. I forgot. I'll probably DM him later about maybe what kind of oils he used because it's beautiful. And he's taking over Ohio. And in DWI 2023, mark my words, you keep an eye on us. Because we're going to be the tag team champ. At some point, we're going to get our shot, which it's long overdue. And we're going to get what's rightfully ours, which is the tag team champion. So beautifully said. Thank you very much. See, that's an interview. Thank you. That's a guest. Nick Brutal. That's how you do, not Jules. How dare you question me? I'm the one with the gimmick. Nick, he said his piece. He got to the point. The meat and potatoes. That's a guest. That's how you be a guest. Okay? So moving on. 2023 DWI. Keep an eye on us. We're coming. So back to American Prodigy. Warren. Did you see? I mean, I'm sure you're looking somewhere on YouTube, somewhere on some social media. I know you're looking. I know. I mean, if I were you, I'd be frightened. I'd be like, oh my God, what did I do? Why did I start this war? Because now we ended. Okay, well, now we ended. I try to give you an out. I try to give you an out months ago. And what what pushed everything over the edge is when you almost cost me the match against that rookie Hunter Trace back in October. You almost cost me. It was like a 2.5 count when you rolled me up because I was too busy paying attention to you. Okay, that would have been the most embarrassing, most humiliating thing of my career. And I just mentioned year after year I've been a champion. So how can I even step foot in any ring anywhere where I just lost to some rookie that just getting started because of you, American Prodigy? And that's why I'm hacking into your account. That's why I'm taking over. Okay. So back to things about me. Now, as I mentioned before, Rookie of the Year with this Kings and Queens magazine. 2018, I was recognized, unlike you, very much recognized. 2019-ish, here and there, tag team champion in Daytona with Alejandro Bravo, who was trained by New Jack. Legit people that know. I learned a lot from him, even though things didn't really end that well, but knew what he was doing, and I learned a lot. Then, after the falling out, we had a quick stint with Dante the Dragon Steele, 2-time tag team champion, Rookie of the Year, Mr. Warren, American Prodigy. Went to Palatka, collected gold, and may I add, Nick Brutal was also the champion in said promotion. So now 2023, I see more gold for us. I see more gold for DWI. Tag team champions at DCCW. Nick grabbing gold in Ohio and DCCW. Just a national, just a champion everywhere. That's what I see. And you're just coming out of retirement. And you think you just walk in? You see what I'm saying? You think you just walk in here with your little mask and that you're getting jacked. I saw you mention in another podcast that you're getting jacked and people are noticing. Well, good for you. Good for you, because there's more than muscles. It's about brains and professional wrestling. See, Nick Brutal, he has muscles, but he also has brains. You don't have brains. You wear a mask, American Prodigy, and you really don't know how to use. Here's an example. Look, here's an example of you not using your brain. Let me see if I can see the little clip. Is there a little clip? Where is it? I can't find it. Actually, you know what? Let's take a little commercial. I've always wanted to do this. Let's take a little commercial break, shall we?
Have you always aspired to be a professional wrestler? Do you think you have what it takes to step through these ropes and take your place among the immortals? Well, now you have an opportunity. Join us at the DCCW training facility at Harvest Ministries in McClenny, Florida. There you will be put to the test and challenged like you have never been challenged before. If you think you have what it takes, prove it to the world, but most importantly, prove it to yourself.
And we're back. You see, that little commercial was for you, American Prodigy. You need to train. Go to DCCW. Go to McClenny, Florida. Pay what you got to pay and try to be competitive. Get the rust off. Get the rust off. Because there's no possible way you're going to get through me or Nick. Even Dylan. Dylan will probably beat you, and he's in a wheelchair. And my money's on Dylan. Okay? That's how much nobody has faith in you. Okay? We're your fans. Look, we've been on for 44 minutes and you only have 2 views. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. I'm just talking to myself. I would get more views if I turned this off. I would get more views talking into the wall in my room by myself. I would get more views than your little podcast. So 6 years. 6 years, American Prodigy, Warren. I refuse to pronounce your last name because it doesn't even make any sense as a last name. Get a real last name, would you please? I would get more views. You say? But let me see. I was actually looking for. There was one little clip. Here it is. You see, this is an example And this was recent. This is like, I think, right before you were done. So it's not like, oh, okay, you were a little rookie, like Jules, and making dumb mistakes. No, this is you 10 years in, whatever, however long you've been doing this, and you make this rookie mistake. Wow. Let's play the clip, shall we?
Not have permanent damage. And look at the athleticism. And as he flips, he gets caught up in the rope. And Prodigy waited just a second too long. He was going to go for that missile drop kick, but Dante still able to get that super kick. And 3, and that's it. What a great match, but Dante still...
Did you see how you got kicked in the... And that was Dante the Dragon Stiller, who I just mentioned were former tag team champions. And he kicked you in the face. You ran into... This is rookie mistake. Nobody just runs into somebody. And you got your head almost kicked off your body. The whole body. And you lose to him. And this was 6 years ago, which means it's a recent one for you. As far as I know, that's probably your last match. And you coming to me? I've beaten Dante. And you coming to me? With your mouth. We're moving on to another guest. We're moving on to another guest. Because the more I talk about this, the more angry I get. Let's see who we got. Well, before we get on, we get ready, let's talk about... Let me just add one more thing. We're just coming off the World Cup. While my guest gets ready, gets powdered in the green room. Coming off the World Cup, here's one thing, what I hate. Oh, the arrogance. It's called soccer. No, it's not called soccer. We're stepping away from wrestling for a second. No, it's called football. It's always been called football. It's called football everywhere. Everywhere. So again, these are transferable skills that I use in my professional wrestling career. And hand-eye coordination. All that stuff. And right before we go into the guest, very special guest, I might add, actually the guest of honor. Let me just give you a couple of clips of what I mean, American Prodigy, when I say you cannot beat me because I come in with I'm coming at you with different stuff. 30 years playing soccer. Let me tell you, let me show you what we got. Play the clip. Here we go. Look at this. 1, 2, and we go 360. Bam, goodbye. Goalie's on the floor. You can't mess with that. Here we go. This is anticipation. Look at the ball control. Yoink, yoink, step over, put the pass. Now I get out of the way. Blast, goal. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You have to have a level of anticipation, a level, an IQ of athleticism. Okay, a couple more clips and we'll move on. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, Gol del Niño. You see? That's what I'm trying to get through your head. All right, we're moving on to the next guest. This next guest needs no real introduction, but I will introduce him. He's a pro wrestler. He's a man of the people. He has fashion. He is handsome. And 2023, there will be, I'm assuming, gold around his waist. He's another one. He had an undefeated save, but he'll tell you all about it. I give you, ladies and gentlemen, Prince Handsome.
Oh, hi.
And there he is. That's right. Always with the pocket mirror. You got to look fresh. You have to look fresh.
Always have to have a couple of these. You have to stay prepared. As you can see, I'm trying to make sure the eyes are going to be looking good for New Year's.
That's right. You look fabulous. You look handsome as usual. So Prince Handsome, tell us how 2022 in the professional wrestling world, how has that treated you, and where are we going in 2023, Prince Handsome?
I would say that 2022, it was a affirmation for me. I think I finally came into my own as a professional wrestler. I kind of have been able to like get into the groove of things. Like you said, I actually had an undefeated year. I won every match at DCCW.
You did.
And that is a statement. I think that for a while I kind of was getting put to the back of the shelf, and I was kind of like DCW's best kept secret. And I think this coming year I'm going to show why they are going to regret it. I'm going to show other promotions why I should be out there in their promotions as well, gracing them with my handsome presence, because the Handsome and Prince Handsome isn't just a name, it's a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
The way you work out has to be handsome. The way you speak has to be handsome. The way you move has to be handsome. And of course, the way you wrestle has to be handsome. And I'm going to most definitely show it this upcoming year. I think, for years, I feel like you and me both, we've been put in a predicament where we have to constantly prove ourselves, and people haven't been giving us the benefit of the doubt that they have or should have. And I think we're going to prove them wrong this upcoming year, because, we're one of the best that DCW has to offer. And they need to give us what we deserve, give us our cookie, give us our flowers, put some respect around our name.
That's right.
So 2023 is most definitely going to be our year.
Yeah, and if I could interject, like, I feel like when we kind of started almost at the same year. We started with Legion of Pain. We were in a faction. Then later on, you did your thing. I know we tried to. I don't know. The offer's still on the table if you ever want to join DWI. But I understand you. I respect that you want to do your own thing. And you know what? It's actually paid off, because I think the year before, I had an undefeated year that ended with Storm Thomas, but we won't get into that. And now you are to me, peaking. You're bubbling. Any talks as far as championship matches, anything coming up for the following year that you know of?
Well, after the last little interview I had, I think I kind of ruffled some feathers of DCCW management, and they finally decided to give me what I deserve. So it was announced, not officially, but just to me, that Prince Handsome in February on the 11th will be taking on Jake Logan for the national championship.
Oh, wow. So so it all paid off. You have a title match at DCCW.
Yeah, finally a
against
payoff.
Jake
I
Logan.
should have had multiple payoffs, but I'm finally getting a payoff. And I think it's well deserved. And not only in the sense of just getting a championship, it's just, in the sense of being able to be in the same ring as somebody to a higher stature. You've gotten to take him on, and on a bigger stage, WrestleCon. And I think that, that gave you the opportunity to prove yourself. And I think now it's my time to be able to really show people why they should take me more seriously. Because I think, me being on my own, I kind of like in the beginning kind of just, was trying to fill things out. I kind of wasn't taking it seriously. So now in order for me to get to the next step, I've realized that I really have to, get to the nitty gritty, take it seriously, really work hard. And I think this is going to be a perfect opportunity to show everyone what Prince Handsome is capable of, because Prince Handsome is capable of success, gold, being on that upper level, taking on those higher level irrelevance and making them more relevant. Because that's the thing me and you do. That's one thing we have in common, is we make people relevant, very much so. And I think too, going back to my roots, my cousin who got me into professional wrestling, his grandfather was the late Moondog Rex. And I think that me, doing this kind of helps him live through the world of wrestling, and I don't want to let him down. And I think I'm doing this for so many people. So many people look up to Prince Handsome. So many people live through Prince Handsome. So Prince Handsome has to fulfill the needs of everyone. Because what would DCW do without Prince Handsome? What would the world do without Prince Handsome?
That is a very philosophical, almost existential question. What will DCCW do without a Prince Handsome? I don't even want to honestly fathom the idea without DCCW without a Prince Handsome, because you definitely put the handsomeness in DCCW. You know,
Yes. There's no H in DCCW, but Prince Handsome adds the H at the end. It's DCCW H. And I think that, like every promotion has that their 4 pillars. I think me and you both have kind of like, in a way, earned our pillar for DCCW. And then the other 2 are, the revs like Cha-Cha or Tony or whoever, doesn't matter. But we earned our, let's say, indefinite pillar in DCCW. So
I
they
would
give
agree.
me indefinite opportunities.
I would definitely agree. So you're already starting 2023 on the right foot with a championship match, February 11th, Prince Handsome versus the current national champion, Jake Logan, in McClenny, Florida. This is amazing news. You heard it here first. You see, American Prodigy, that's how you do an interview. You get the scoop. That's how you do an interview. Prince Handsome, I'll give you the last word. What else you want these people to know?
I want these people to know, and all promotions to know, that you need someone like Prince Handsome. Prince Handsome wants to venture out in 2023, maybe go down somewhere like CCW, maybe go to Fest Wrestling, maybe go up to Georgia, California, wherever. Your presence needs to be graced by moi. And I'll most definitely deliver, which, I mean, you have the proof in the pudding. You can go on DCCW's YouTube and watch all my matches and see how I really put them to the limit and how it's really successful and how I can walk the walk and talk the talk. So make sure in 2023 you keep Prince Handsome in mind.
That's right. And there you have it, folks. Prince Handsome 2023. My money's on him. He's a former member of the Legion of Pain when we were together in a faction. I know what he's capable of. I've seen him grow. He has the fashion sense. And now, 4 or 5 years in, he has the wrestling sense, the IQ, which comes with time. The world's open for Prince Handsome. And there you have it, folks. That's how you do a podcast. American Prodigy, Warren. I hope you learned a lesson today that you don't mess with El Nino. You don't mess with people who are stronger than you. You don't mess people who are smarter than you. And you especially don't mess with people who have better hair than you. Okay? I hope this was the most cringiest thing. I hope you episode in your podcast you ever seen, the same way you did that to me back in October. So I think that's it. I'm signing off. This has been El Nino, DWI. Look at me at February 11th at DCCW because I'm wrestling something. I'm wrestling. I hope it's Jules, honestly. I hope, but you know what? I'll give that to JJ. I'll give that. I almost feel like he's around. It's an omnipresence. He don't even know. He don't even know what he's messing with. Like, he don't know. But that's okay. He'll learn the hard way. I'm El Nino. And you will, American Prodigy, one way or the other, subscribe.